everybody, welcome to my channel and today's video. This is a 3 looks 2 palette video because I am using the 2 palettes from Essence that I bought recently in my haul video. The Epic Sunset palette and the Hallo Berlin palette. All 3 of these looks have been used using a combination of these 2 palettes. This is look number 3, and I shall be back towards the end to give you a thorough review. Now I've used the products a number of times, give you my overall thoughts and feelings on the brands, which products are my favourites, which maybe aren't so good or I'm not so enamoured about. Watch to the end and find out, and let's get into look number 1. Enjoy, everybody. And here we are, look number 1 all done. I shall lean in as usual so you can have a closer look. So from the front, from the side, and from the other side. There we go. So how did I finish off today? In my waterline, I just used my nude, which is Honeydewed from Colourpop. On my lips, I lined my lips today with the Lord & Berry crayon in the shade Devil Red, and then used the State 8 Hour matte liquid lipstick. What I will say already is that I found this lipstick is very nice and comfortable to wear. Doesn't quite last the 8 hours on me, lasts about 6, particularly if you're eating and drinking. And after about 6 hours, you do start to get a little bit of sort of bitting and bobbling on the edge, and it sort of starts to flake off a little bit. But it's nothing major, and it's nothing overly annoying. And the look today was created using the Epic Sunset palette. What I did do first of all is, after I'd put my eyeshadow primer on, I then went over with this lightest shade here as like a base to help set my eyeshadow primer down, and that seems to have worked a lot better. The eyeshadows have gone on better, they've blended together better. This one here that I used sort of in the middle and over to the outer edge, this is very crumbly. So I would say this is definitely like a topper shade. This here is definitely a matte. This is what I put on the outer edge, in the brow under the brow bone, in the socket line. This purple here, that's definitely a satin that I've got in the inner corner. And this sort of reddy one under here, and this orangey one. The red one I've used obviously is the eyeliner underneath and over the top, and the orange one I used as a sort of an inner corner highlight. Those three are definitely all satins. But there we go. Like I say, that's look number 1. Let me know what you think to this down in the comments section below, and let's get on to look number 2. And here we are, look number 2 all done. I shall lean in as usual and let you have a closer look. From the front, from the side, and from the other side. Okay, so how have I finished off today? Well, I've used the Essence Bye Bye Panda Eyes mascara. I'm getting more used to this, and you know what? For the price, it's a good mascara. I find it best if you put one thin layer over, let that dry, then go back and build up with a good second layer. To be honest, it does take layering, but really good. For my waterline today, I have used Punch by Colourpop, mustardy orangey yellow colour. What I've also done is I've used some of the Essence blush lighter as my highlighter, and I've also just put the smallest amount just on the very arch of the under the eyebrow bone, just to help define that a little bit. And then for lipstick today, I've actually used 2. I've used my Kat Von D studded lip in the shade Double Dare, and then over the top I've gone with a next lipstick which is called Champagne Dreams. There we go, that's that one. And there we are. So let me know what you think to look number 2. Quite like this look. It has took around about an hour to complete. Lots of blending work, but I think it's worked out quite nicely actually. Anyway, let's move on to look number 3. we are look number 3 all done. I shall lean in closer for you and let you have a closer look like normal. So from the front, from the side, and from the other side. There we go. So, a bit more of a neutral look with a pop of colour. Okay. How have I finished off today? Well, basically all I've done is I have popped on my mascara, the Bye Bye Panda Eyes. I have then used the blush lighter. I'd already popped on some NARS Orgasm blusher onto my cheeks and the apple of my cheeks and sort of contouring up here a wee bit. And then what I've got done is I've gone over with the blush lighter and I've done a real good and gone all the way up here and sort of highlighted these areas and gone over the other blusher as well. Then I've used the Stay 8 Hour Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bite Me If You Can. I do like this lipstick. It's extremely comfortable to use, to wear. Very easy to use. Doesn't quite stay the full 8 hours. It does start rubbing off after about 4 to 6, particularly if you've eaten in that period as well. But other than that, big thumbs up for this. Really do like the blush lighter as well. It is quite powdery. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see on the pan there, but it is quite powdery. But that's actually something that I've found overall with the eyeshadows and the powder products that I've used. I do really like this loose fixing powder. This is really nice. The foundation, it's okay. It's better to use it in a light to medium coverage type of way rather than doing a medium to full coverage, you know. Building it up, it's not quite so good. I had some issues with it really not adhering to the skin very well at all. The colour I got, the 05 in soft cream, wee bit pale, too pale for me at the moment. I've not used it today. I've actually used my BB cream from the Body Shop in 02 as my base today. Yeah, wee bit on the pale side, particularly got quite a good tan going off at the moment. But I will use this, I'll keep hold of it and I'll use it up in the winter when I do need a much, much paler shade. The contouring palette. I actually really like the lighter colour of this. This darker one on its own, it's actually really strange. It's a bit weird for me. If I try to contour with that on its own, I don't know, it looks like somebody's got boot polish and smeared boot polish on my face. It's really bizarre. But I found mixing the two together worked really well. What I have also found with all these with the eyeshadow palettes is you need to set your base. If you're using an eyeshadow primer, you must set it to help these eyeshadows work better, in my opinion. So what I've been doing is I've been using this lighter shade after I put my eyeshadow primer on, my Morphe one. I've been using that to set it and it's worked quite well. I do like this redness corrector. What I have found with it is basically don't use too much because otherwise it really does give an aura. It really whitens everything down. I do like it. I do think it works. It's not as effective if you're wanting to use it as like a topical thing just in like one area. It's not so good for that. But as an all over face primer and sort of helping to even out that skin tone, yeah, I've actually been quite impressed with it. But less is more with this product. The dual-ended liquid eyeliner, honest to goodness, save your money. It might only be £3, but that is now going in the bin. I hate to be completely, you know, it's not very often you'll hear me say that about a product, but this is just nah, it's not very good at all, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. The best thing it's for is underneath the eyes, as I've used today, and even then you need to really, again, like I've done, go over with the black or darker eyeshadow. So yeah, that can go straight in my bin, because I ain't keeping that one. What else? The eyeshadow palettes. Okay, how have I found them? Right. The best way to use the mattes, like I say, is definitely over an eyeshadow primer that has then been set. I have used this pale one to set the eyeshadow primer as well. In this palette, these two in particular seem to be almost like topper shades. They're a bit, they're very, very, they're not so smooth as you'd think going on. They're quite bitty, quite patchy, so they're great as a topper. But I mean, this one down here, this one's okay as an inner corner highlight. But yeah, the mattes, the best way to apply the mattes is literally to pat them on, then blend out, and be careful with your blending because you can soon overblend them, and then they do come patchy, and once you've got a powder on an area of your eye, I have found it difficult to go back in and rectify. If I tried to put it back over the top to, you know, where it's, like I say, where it's come off a wee bit, it just didn't want to stick, and it, yeah, not the best. The shimmers in this palette though are a lot better. This is kind of like a top shade, and this is kind of like a top shade. The rest of them really nicely. They work great on their own, but they do work, or they are intensified, I should say, over a glitter primer, as you've seen today with this pink one. Other than that, yeah, I think this is my preferred palette out of the two. The one downside I've got to this is there's just not enough mattes. You've got this pale one, you've got this brown, and then you've got this lovely mauvey one, browny mauvey colour. But other than that, you've got no more mattes. It would have been nice to have a few more mattes, if I'm being completely honest with you. You know, certainly one of these could have been a matte, one of these could have been a matte, maybe one of these. So yeah, I've enjoyed working with them. For the price, if you are thinking of going out and getting some of this, then I highly say, yeah, go do it. Go out there, give it a go. At the end of the day, you're not going to break the bank, even by getting a full face of this product range, the Essence makeup. Great for young teenagers or anybody just starting out in makeup, until they can sort of hone their skills. Then yeah, this range and this product range is a good one to have. I think my favourite products overall, I mean the mascara, it's not my favourite, but I tell you what, yeah, it is pretty darn good. Best to use it, do one layer, let it dry, then do another layer to build up. But very impressed with that. The lipsticks are lovely. The lipstick is lovely. I just would like a greater range of colours in this, for me personally. Yeah, and the primer, definitely like the primer as well. Oh, and the loose fixing powder. So those 4 products, definite thumbs up. The rest, you know, yeah, they're alright. I've made them work. It has took longer though to do all these looks with these palettes. Sometimes that's just a reflection on the quality of the formulas. The ones that don't have quite such a good formula, in my opinion, do take longer to work with, do need more application, building, blending, you know, bit more fiddling to get it absolutely bang on, or what you're looking for, or what I'm looking for. But it's certainly not a bad range, certainly not a bad makeup brand at all. Really pleased I've tried it. So this is the end of my 3 looks 1 palette video, everybody. Thank you for watching as always. If you are new to my channel, the warmest of welcomes. I don't just do makeup looks, I do subscription box unboxings. I have a live stream on a Friday evening, 8 PM GMT, if you fancy joining us for that. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you consider subscribing and joining my YouTube channel. It's really exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. So yeah, please join me for that. I think that's everything for today. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Keep safe and well, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.